If you're scared to be seen online, it's not just your mindset. It's your brain, your heart, and your nervous system. They're just not all in alignment yet. If you give me the first hour of your day, I'll show you how to move from insecure consumer to grounded creator using a method that I call 20-20-20 style routine. So, I have to say, first and foremost, right, I didn't get this 20-20-20 method from just myself. I read a book called The 5 a.m. Club from Robert Swarma, and that book has completely changed my life by adding in a small hour time within the start of my day to completely change my whole entire life. So it made me realize something as I was taking notes today, right, this morning. And this is very, very valuable stuff, guys. Like the stuff that can radically change your life if you take this seriously, right? I read his book and listened to the audio about 6 years ago, right? 6 years ago. So what I'm about to say, make sure you guys have your notebooks, make sure you have your pens, your pencils, make sure you have your tea with you, make sure you have some food with you because don't only listen to something, right? Write it down because when you write it down, you can remember it and retain that information 80% better, right, than before. So class is in session. Without further ado, let me read you guys what I wrote down and how you can start today, right? So this is how I rewire my brain, my body, right? And my heart every morning, right? So I actually feel confident enough to show up online and live in my purpose, right? So, segment one, the first 20 minutes, right? Simple science language, right? Movement, movement for the body equals confidence. Say this with me. Movement for the body equals confidence. Even just 10 to 20 minutes of exercise boosts blood flow to the brain, raises dopamine and serotonin, and lowers anxiety and stress. Keyword is anxiety. Did y'all know that? Even just 10 to 20 minutes can lower the emotion of anxiety, right? And stress. Follow me. So, for 20 minutes, I move, I break a sweat, right? This sweat is going to signal that my nervous system has switched from I'm good enough, no, I'm not good enough to I can handle today, right? It switches it to I'm not good enough to I can handle today, right? You don't need a gym. You can walk fast, you can do your jumping jacks, you can dance in your room, put on some MJ, right? The goal is not abs right now. The goal is a calmer brain and a healthier heart, right? How this first 20 minutes heals insecurities, right? Insecurity lives in the body as tightening, restless energy, and survival mode. Movement discharges that and tells the nervous system, I am safe, I am strong. Mm, that feels good. When people feel a little physical power, they feel more emotionally capable to handle the day, right? Which makes posting a video or sharing a thought feel less threatening. Who's really good at this, right, is The Rock. I don't know who's following The Rock right now, but if you follow The Rock, you see this man wake up 4 or 5 crack a dawn, work out, then he's always sharing some information, right? He understands the science of the heart, body, and brain coherence, right? So that was the first 20 minutes of your day. The next segment of your day, right? After the 20 minutes, it's going to be the first 10 minutes after that. Those 10 minutes is going to be affirmations and visualizations, right? We're putting the mind to create our new identity, right? And I don't want to overcomplicate this. Repeating intentional phrases, affirmations, start to erupt old negative thought loops and builds new neural pathways over time, right? How long? It takes about 21 days to create a new habit. It takes about 60 days to instill a new identity. So the longer you can say affirmations, power over yourself, the more you're going to create a new identity, the more you're going to be positive, right? When you pair affirmations with heart coherent style breathing and visualization, feeling the emotion of the new story, right? Your heart begins to rhythm and your brain waves become more synchronized, which improves emotional regulation and cognitive performance over time, right? So don't look, in Q's words, right? Don't look for someone else's perfect song in their album, right? Beat to the heart of your own drum, right? We're going to get a little deeper into this to help you guys out when I mean like affirmations, and I'm going to teach you guys a style that you can do this, right? How this helps insecurities, though, right? When you're self talking, no one will watch you, right? Self talking is a personal act. The I'm cringe, I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, right? The self talk keeps the nervous system in threat mode. Affirmations plus feeling create a new default identity. Creators, teachers, and leaders. So, a coherent heart rhythms, the rhythm sends signals to the brain, right? When your heart is coherent and you're speaking power over your heart. So your thoughts match your deeper values instead of your fears, right? And a simple way that you can learn this is 1 to 2 minutes of heart focused breathing. You want to breathe and visualize the air going through and past your heart. You're gonna inhale for 4 seconds, and you're gonna exhale for 6 seconds, and just keep the attention on your chest. Then you're gonna do 4 minutes of affirmations. You're gonna speak these out loud while breathing calmly, right? Excuse me, this looks like I am safe today, right? My story serves somebody today. And you're just breathing for 4 minutes, speaking power over yourself, positivity, right? After those 4 minutes, you're gonna go into 4 minutes of visualizations. You wanna see a specific scene, right? Boom, you hit upload, right? Then someone comments, this helped me. When somebody comments that, I want you to visualize and feel that gratitude right in your heart, right in your chest, as if it already happened. Okay? Because the body doesn't know. And when you put those signals out into the universe and you're beating in this reality, the universe is going to be a mirror and mirror that back to you. So, affirmations are not magic words, okay? They're mental reps. The more you rehearse, I am a creator, the more your brain is going to rewire to that as being normal, right? When I breathe into my heart and visualization, sorry, wash your clothes, father too, it's all good. When I breathe into my heart and when I visualize one person being helped by my videos, my fear will drop and my purpose will start to rise. Understand? You're visualizing your success. You're visualizing how you want to have an impact on one of your videos, right? Very, very powerful stuff. Segment number 3. So after those 10 minutes, right, our next 10 minutes is straight meditation, right? And I already know, right, from the people that watch me, my audience, my biggest audience right now is the United States of America, a little bit of Canada, a little bit of Venezuela, a little bit of Brazil, Mexico, etc., right? But I want you guys to understand that it's almost just like prayer, but it's not, right? Meditation and stillness practices reduce activity in the brain's default network, the part that overthinks and worries, and are linked to lower stress and better emotional regulation. When it comes with heart focused breathing, meditation increases heart and brain coherence, right? Smoother heart rhythms improve stable emotions and clearer thinking, right? This is powerful stuff. When you are a parent and you are an adult, you want to make sure that your child is able to take themselves out of the emotional loop, out of the body and become aware and realize that they are having that experience and they are not that, right? So they're not emotional, right? Especially as a father raising two boys, I can't have my boys out here in public acting all emotional, right? So even now, 1 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, I'm teaching them how to meditate, how to put their hands together, right? How this helps heal insecurities. Insecurities get loud when the mind never stops. Meditation gives you space between, oh, I had a thought, and is this even my thought, or is this a thought I got from the algorithm, right? A regulated nervous system makes online criticism, low views, and awkward moments feel survivable instead of catastrophic, right? This is powerful stuff, y'all. Hope you're taking notes. Listen to this. Meditation is not about having zero thoughts. It's about learning to not believe every insecure thought that shows up, right? So, for 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes of stillness is like updating the software of your heart before you log into the internet. Mic drop. Sunnyhabits.com. Right? Here's a simple practice for you to learn. I want you to sit, close your eyes, hand on heart and your belly. You're going to breathe in slowly and watch the breath. When your thoughts come, I'm behind, I'm not ready. Label them as thoughts and return to the breath. Okay? That's all I want you to do. When you start doing this consistently over time, you will start to realize that you are not your mind, you are not the body, right? You are part of the divine. You are connected to more than yourself. Okay? You are connected to source, and you can access source whenever you want. It's a very powerful technique. Very powerful technique. So, all right, those two, right? That second iteration of those 10 minutes, we broke that up into 10 minutes each, right? Segment 4, the last 20 minutes, right? The last 20 minutes is learning, right? What are you learning? Because when you learn, your brain grows, right? And when you don't learn, your brain dies. Pay attention. Focused learning stimulates neuroplasticity, right? And increases factors like BDNF, a growth factor that supports new connections in the brain, which supports memory and cognitive function. Our biggest asset is our brain. So when we hear things on how to improve the brain, how to have clear thinking, how to talk positively over ourselves, and when to learn something, right, on purpose, you guys might want to make sure you're doing this. So I know the people that are here and watching this, you're here for a purpose. You're at the right place at the right time, right? You're not late, right? So after you exercise, the brain is especially primed for learning. Blood flow, oxygen, and neurotransmitters are elevated, which improves retention and focus. So how does this help insecurity, right? Insecurity says, I don't know enough. Daily learning creates a steady experience of I am growing, which builds quiet confidence, right? When you learn on purpose, storytelling, editing, marketing, psychology, every morning you become more skilled. So pressing record feels more grounded and less like a performance, right? So here's a simple practice. I want you to pick one lane for 30 to 90 days. This could be content, storytelling, right? Your nervous system, trauma, YouTube strategies. For those 20 minutes, I want you to read, take notes, or watch a high quality lesson. No scrolling, no shorts, right? End by writing 1 to 3 sentences on how you can turn this into a post or a hook, or how can it improve your life today. Okay? So, like I said, people have been doing this for a while, right? Learning has been for me like a quiet flex. For sure. Like my brain now whenever I press record, it's just like you don't get scared. You don't have to fake confidence. You just show up live and you do it, right? But when you're not learning and you're not filling up your brain with new ideas and things that improve yourself over time or improve the next generation of this world, right? You can see how you can fall into these loops of negativity, right? Creators who keep learning, they don't chase the trends, right? They build depth. And when depth is what people feel when they watch you, right? So thank you guys. Hold on, let me sip some tea. Thank you guys for getting all the way to the end of this part, because tomorrow morning, right? Tomorrow morning when you wake up, I want you to set your alarm clock for 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. the latest, right? I need you to just do 10 minutes of movement, 5 minutes of affirmations, then post one small thing. This could be a note, right? This can be, excuse me, a photo or a 30-second video of yourself saying something that you're passionate about or you're interested in, so people can see it on interest media, right? Tag it as your first brave step, and also tag me in there too. Tag me in there too, so I can just put the clapping emojis for you. Put those clapping emojis for you, y'all, right? Because there was a time when I was so scared, I was so insecure, and I felt like the world didn't even see me, right? And especially with people that are my color, we can have a lot of negative self-talk, and when you're 5'7", playing varsity basketball, going to parks and playing, like growing up as a child, not like my childhood, right? So I could be really negative out there, right? But you have to instill, right, a concrete mind, right? And reverse engineer those negative beliefs or those limiting beliefs that keep you stuck in life and are not improving yourself. There's a saying that I say that everything is no problem, because it is no problem. If it is, you can learn it, you can find a solution, right? If someone has a problem with you, you can understand better human psychology, right? And as I've been studying entrepreneurship now, going on 7, 8 years, I'm realizing that there is no better time than right here, right now, to hop on a camera and not only transform yourself, right, but help other people transform their lives. Every single person is looking for purpose, transformation, right? And there was a study that I want to say it was 60 or 80%, right, of men that committed suicide because they didn't have a purpose in their lives, right? But when you focus on yourself, you know how to activate the body. This isn't just for men, right? This is the body. This is for men and women. This is for the human race. When you know exactly what you need to do to break a sweat, right? When you want to say the things that you don't really hear, right? I am a creator. I am strong. I am powerful. I am handsome. I am beautiful, right? I am attractive, right? You'll start to attract more of what you are putting out to the universe. And to get deep with you guys, right? Whenever you continue to meditate, you start to understand that you are just not the body. You are not the mind, right? You are more than the body and the mind, right? I envision millions of people together meditating and expanding our consciousness one by one, helping each other out, guiding people through guided meditations, right? I might be posting them some here soon on this video channel. But I wanted to say, if you're hearing this, if you found any value out of this video whatsoever, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Salute.